Okay. Hey everybody. I'm back in it. I've been off I've been taking a break for a week or two, Christmas break and all that. And but I've been dying to get back into all these shows. I got a whole bunch of new stuff I'm watching, starting with The Witcher episode 2. Okay. So, first couple thoughts on the once again happy new year by the way. It's still technically, it's a brand new year. And I don't know when to stop saying that, but I feel like at least for the first couple of videos, Happy New Year, and it's just I'm gonna try and I'm gonna be hitting this channel much harder this year. I was kind of experimenting last year, just kind of starting it out, but I feel like I could actually do something with this now. So I'm gonna start really hitting it hard. So, Witcher episode 2, last episode. Um, okay, some thoughts and what happened last time. All right, so I was watching the episode again, and um, okay, yeah, some things I picked up from it. There's a lot going on in this show. There's a lot. It's very dense, and there were so many things that I realized kind of went past me watching it the first time. A lot of subtlety. Not everything is what it seems, kind of thing, right? So let me get to that. First, we had Geralt of Rivia, right? Coming into Blaviken after taking out a Kikimora in the woods. And he ends up meeting Renfri at the bar. And this is where everything starts to get really complex. As I realized that nothing was what it seemed, did it? Because you had Renfri, uh, talking to Geralt at the bar, and she was talking about, I don't know. I was a little. Well, no. It wasn't what she was talking about. I was a little confused on. She says later on that she had everybody. She has them under a spell or something. The guy is working for her. Is that what? Was she telling the truth when she said that? They were. I was a little confused on that point. The whether she was, were they under her spell? They did seem kind of like it when I watched it again. And even the bartender who wasn't going to serve him drinks suddenly was serving them both drinks. Seemed kind of weird. I don't understand why she has that ability though. She's some kind of witch or something. She's supposed to be something special, but I don't. They didn't really specify as to how she can do all these things or how she's skilled enough to fight a witcher. I don't quite get that, but that might be coming up later. Anyway, Marilka interrupts their conversation and brings him away from that to meet Stregobor. And I realize now, thanks to Hint 1K, that you guys, yeah, you're right. The everybody's kind of using him. Everybody used Geralt in this episode. And it's so sad to see. I guess this is the price of being a witcher or something. The Marilka, who I thought was the nicest person to him, besides the wait. I think the waitress behind the bar, she was probably the nicest. Then she was going to tell him the direction. She had no problem with that. But Marilka, what I thought was really nice, I realized I think she was just appeasing to him, talking about all of his conquests and everything and all that stuff. Really, she was there to get him to Stregobor, and as when K put on uh, uh, was gracious to make me realize is that she was also trying to get her away from Renfri before Renfri could hire him. You know what I mean? That's why she interrupted the conversation because she was trying to get to him before she did, and Stregobor was not going to risk putting himself in a position he wasn't going to expose himself, so he had a little girl do it, of course. Although I mean, little girl, you know what I mean? She looks like a little girl. I don't know. don't know. She might be older, but can't tell. I can't tell how old she is. But anyway, I can't tell how old the actress is. But 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 yeah, Morocco was using him, and then Struggle was using him for his own purposes, and then Renfrey was also using him for own purposes. And and there wasn't really I think he made the best choice he could in the with what he had to work with. He decided not to make a move on anybody until he had to, right? And he said no to both of them, and eventually she kind of forced his hand by taking some people hostage. But I don't understand either because she took Marilka hostage, and then Marilka in return throws rocks at him, tells him to leave. Even that was kind of surprising. I thought for a second there did the whole when Stregobor came out was the witches. I mean, did the Stregobor use his powers to influence the village? Because he said something, and suddenly the whole village was attacking Geralt, and I didn't feel, I don't know. Miroko didn't seem like the person who was going to do that. I was really surprised. He was surprised, but his surprise and Miroko's tone of action suggests that it wasn't a spell, and she really did do that. It's amazing. What the hell? What the hell? You know, he just he he just saved her life, no thanks whatsoever, and in fact gets rocks thrown at him anyway. So it seems like that's the life of a witcher. You get all these powers, and I don't know, are they all handsome like that, right? Are they all buff and look like Superman? I guess, but the consequence is that everybody uses you, and then if you're not using you, they hate you. The people at the bar hate him, and then everyone else who talks to him, all have something they want from him. He gets no in between, nobody to talk to. Now, as for the Witcher himself, he seems to be a very this particular Witcher seems to be Geralt of Rivia. He seems to be very he's not a cold-blooded savage as the town would make him out to be. Clearly not. Clearly nothing like that at all. He's a very nice guy if you got to know him. And if you're not trying to hurt him, he wouldn't hurt you. Not really, unless you're a monster, of course. But he has a very specific definition for what a monster is. He comes off to me as he's a good man who's done bad things in the past. And he has a code. He has a moral code that he tries to follow. And when they both bring him into this situation, you notice that he tries not to. I guess he's not trying to hurt any human beings or something like that. Yeah. It seems like the Kikimora was a monster to him in a way these other people are not, and he's trying to keep that distinction. This is a monster and you are not. But it seems like Stregobor was trying to make the argument that Renfrew is a monster. Looks pretty on the outside, but monstrous on the inside. Still a monster, Then I don't know. I guess he's a character trying to stay morally neutral in a world that's not at all neutral. Really, I mean, he's trying to he's saying he's trying to keep things black and white, and this is a monster and this is not. But they keep doing things that make him realize that that they sometimes he can't choose or something like that. I'm not explaining it correctly. I explained it better in the shower. But he's he has a moral code. Either way, I think he did the right thing because what he basically did was fight in self defense. He didn't actually. He didn't. It's all self defense to me. He didn't fight until he was pushed to do so. I don't think that he. I don't think that would be considered making a choice so much as I don't want to die. I'm gonna have to fight you because you're now hurting somebody who I know doesn't deserve it. I gotta stop you. But you did this. I told you to leave. I told you what you could have done, and you didn't do it. She even said she was gonna do it. See, that's why. Oh man, this is terrible. I can't trust anybody. She said she was gonna leave, and then she didn't leave. She came back and she killed it. And she tried to kill everybody. What the hell? I can't trust anything. I can't trust anything they're saying. What was she gonna do? I guess she had come to town to kill him. Oh, was she at the tower? Is that what she was? Oh, I wasn't sure what she was. She must have been at his tower or something. But she was gonna kill him, and in the process, she was gonna kill Maroka and all that. That wasn't cool. But she said she was gonna leave. It's crazy. She said she was gonna leave, and Stregobor said that his man didn't rape her. I didn't even know if he did rape her because he said that the guy raped her and then left her alone. I don't know. I didn't understand any of that because it was such a nobody. Is anybody telling the truth? Can I trust anybody in this show except The Witcher and Roach? I don't think so. I guess not. I'm gonna have to be keeping an eye out for everybody because nobody's trustworthy. Okay. Well. Oh. Well. The other thing is, I do think that. Um. I like that. I think The Witcher is an underdog. I like that. I like the cheer for. I like to cheer for the underdog, and The Witcher is a very much an underdog. He's got all these powers and he's super handsome and all that stuff, and yet he is vulnerable because I think he searches for the good in the world, and I think he gravitates towards it. When Maruka was talking to him, he was happy to talk to her. He didn't say much, but he didn't shoo her away either. Go shoot, get away from me. He was listening to her, listening to talk, and he seemed amused. I think he's searching for connections, but people keep using him, and he keeps trying. He's got this. He doesn't give up on that. I think he has an inherent desire for companionship of some kind. But in the end, all he can do is trust Roach. He even has that story about the girl that was being raped. He attacked the guy, and then she threw up. And shit. That's my thank. That's a thank you I get. You know, like she saw him as just as much of a monster as the other guy. It's like he I don't know. It's that's what the world is trying to tell him, right? That he's a monster as much as all these other people, and yet he just keeps trying to prove otherwise. And I hope he never gives up. But I like the underdog approach. That he's this. I like that. It makes him all that stuff makes him vulnerable, and keeps him as an underdog despite all of the abilities he has. It's like you can't have all that. He's supposed to be some kind of mutant and all that, right? All this, whatever makes you a Witcher, it's you're not really human anymore. It sounds like you. I'm guessing you live longer. You are. I don't know. Maybe you're invincible for, or maybe you cannot die. I don't know, but it seems like they everything about you. You're no longer really human, and thus you are seen as apart from the people and all that kind of stuff. The price of being a Witcher is a harsh one. uh I like to think that nice part of him is the side it's human, right? And everything else was changed on him. I mean, for all we know, this could have been like a Captain America situation. He was a little boy. He was all weak. He was all weak with he was completely flat, no muscles at all, and then couldn't lift 100 pounds. And then became the Witcher, bulked up, right? Yellow eyes and all that stuff, long gorgeous gray hair, and then you changed completely, but your personality is still the same. Uh, and then, oh yeah, then you got Citra, I think, right? Sevilla. Citra was the town, was the kingdom or something, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Citra was attacked by Nilfgaard. Yeah, Citra was attacked by Nilfgaard, and this is the other story that's going on at the same time. And the Princess Sevilla was, they're trying to capture her. Apparently, she's some really big deal. Not just because it sounds like it's more than just the fact that she's going to rule the kingdom. It sounds like there's something else they want from her. That's the way they hinted at, because she has some kind of powers going on. And her grandma, that's their grandma. What the heck? They look very young. Maybe I gotta take another look. Hard to tell how old these people are. But I was surprised that was supposed to be the grandma and grandpa then, right? Interesting. But she said something about the grandma said something about Gerald being her destiny. What does that mean? Sounds like like betrothed. That to me, when you say so, he is your destiny. I mean, it sounds like you are gonna get married to this man or something like that. And she looks very young though. So but that could be something in this world. I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me. Maybe I don't know. And she is your destiny. They got escape. They tried to escape, and then she screamed, and the whole freaking world just cracked open. There's no way that guy is gonna get past that giant chasm of a great canyon they have now. The canyon that she built in their backyard now. There's no way that he's gonna get past that. Well, I didn't understand how Renfrey could see that vision too, though. Renfrey told him the same thing. What the hell? This is happening in two different places. Who the hell is Renfrey? She just died, so I don't know what that has to do with it now. You know, she seemed like she's more important, so I feel like she's gonna come back for some reason, somehow. Don't know. Don't know how. Don't know how. Don't know what's going on there. The first question that comes up with Sevilla is if that's her grandparents. Where's her parents? Where's her mom? Where's her dad? What's going on there? They even mentioned the mom in the castle at some point, but nope. Just what? I'm assuming they died or something. I don't know. But where's the parents? What was going on there? Okay. I think that's everything. I think I covered everything. I'm into it. Let's do this. Episode 2. Here we go. Notepad, by the way. Or notepad. We're all set to go. Let's do it. I fought in your face. Oh, never mind. It's flowers.
A daisy.
Jeez, you gotta smash the damn flowers. What the hell?
Where did it go?
Aye.
My daisy.
Oh, my daisy now.
Now it smells of pig shit.
You've been spying on us, you crude.
Of course, look at her. No one's ever kissed that.
Something wrong with her arm?
Where are you going, clunker girl? We can teach you.
Whoa, Jesus. What's wrong with her eyes? Is she like the Witcher? Where is she?
Well, it looks to me like you portaled it.
Oh, she got powers.
What?
Oh, it's not her arms.
I'm sorry.
There's something protruding from her back. She's like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
More impressive than your magic. If you could conjure that portal out of thin air, she'll be coming for you.
She.
Who?
She who?
Who's she?
I can do it.
Jesus, everybody's just knocking her down and shit. Damn. Is this, oh, she's come for her. Is it good? No.
How much for a pig?
10 marks.
She's here for
How
her.
much for this beast?
6.
4.
What are you doing?
Selling her for less.
4 marks.
Oh,
Our daughter.
she's a witch.
Daughter of mine.
I mean, they didn't even treat the Witcher like this. That's what I'm worth. I'm worth less than a pig. Oh, that was like another show, man. Wow. Please don't eat them. They're not good. Yeah, that's definitely not the Witcher. Poison. It looks like M. Night Shyamalan. Is that way half your hand? One of your hands will be frozen.
Flag. Come on, we're saved.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't trust it.
So that your lady might get an abortion. Good, yeah, good. No one else hesitated to comment on the quality of my performance. Except for you.
I know who you are.
You're the Witcher.
A job I've got for you. I beg you.
He needs the money.
Need a hand? I've got 2.
Oh, look at those giant towers.
Look, I heard you know.
Was he in one of those?
Maybe spreading the tales of Geralt of Rivia, the butcher of Blaviken.
Oh no, it's spreading.
Who are you? To say a De Vries. Annika,
Annika.
you saved a drowning boy with your mind. Fringilla. Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Because you are conduits of chaos. does not
Conduits of
mean
chaos.
that you are capable of magic. Zalil 8.
Speaking elder. Oh,
I'm doing it! Your hand.
what? Whoa! What the hell?
This is the balance. Demonstrated beautifully. Thank you, Fringilla. There is no conjuring something from nothing.
You take
There
your
is a
own
give
life
and
force.
a take.
Whoa. She didn't even tell. She didn't tell that ahead of time. Oh, that was cool. That was a great way to show it.
Zalil 8.
Now she wants to do it.
Zalil 8.
Lost a lot of blood.
Zalil 8.
Sometimes a flower is just a flower. And the best thing it can do for us is to die.
Whoa, what is that? Oh, that's where they are. Oh man.
Istrid. You were right. She found me. It's Yennefer.
Oh, I heard that name. That's Yennefer.
It's good to meet you properly. Yennefer.
That's Yennefer. Oh well, she doesn't look anything like the game. She is gonna change a lot. Elves. They killed
My
elves.
part to avenge human lives lost in Philovendra's uprising.
There's elves.
Lavandra.
The elves call him king.
Our father just died.
Fighting to defend that wretched bitch and her wretched family.
Mother, stop.
Let's get you a fresh bear, why don't we? Don't worry, he's one of the clean ones.
Even in their state, they still looking down upon other people.
Reading between the lines.
He had to give him. He had to give him her shoes.
Chum, I'd say you.
There's definitely someone.
You motherfucker goat.
Did your motherfucker, snowman?
Oh shit.
He struggled to perform the simplest physical tasks.
I've been here for weeks and can barely do shit.
You'll get there. You can read me, if you like. You can see. Just... cicadas in summer.
Oh. She's seeing into his mind. I was like, what the hell?
This trial tests your ability to control the ultimate expression of chaos.
She gonna die. Oh shit. She got competition, man. This girl's got some power. Oh, never mind. Never mind. You know, command. Oh.
Show these girls how it's done.
Oh, she took that really well. That. How
The
it's done.
strong amongst the weak.
Oh shit! She can shoot lightning out of her hands. To me, it sounds like she does it in a different way. That's better than.
You did
That was better than catching in the
powerful to
bottle.
me. It is your job to control chaos, not become
I
it.
can.
Do you actually have what it takes?
Wait, that's my loot. Give that back.
You like my palace? Live up to the tales you humans tell.
He's Philovendrel, king of the elves.
What?
Not a king. And you can let him go.
Then Posada will learn that we've been stealing.
Humans just adapted better. You say adapt, and I say destroy. The great cleansing, humans call it. I called it digging a mass grave for everyone I loved. Let's proudly watch these very fields grow. Our babies fertilizer for their grain.
Rebuild. Get strong again. Show the humans that you are more than what they fear you to be. I've learned to live with them. So that I may live.
What do you
Right?
mean we'll never see each
He's
other again?
teleporting to wherever he is.
No.
Just stay there.
With one of those extra special portals.
Wish I could show you, but I can't risk the knowledge reaching the...
Still not enough.
I want to show you. These elves built Arathusa.
What?
You mean the slaves?
That's horrifying.
No,
Conjunction.
mages taught the first humans how to turn chaos into magic.
So elves ruled, humans took over. It's gonna be used against him.
How did you do that on your first try?
He's gonna. Oh.
Simply wanted to know that you could control your emotions and get it from the boy.
Oh, I knew it. 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 Oh, come on. What?
She's part elf.
They're both using. They're both. Oh my gosh! Everybody using everybody.
You stupid little shit!
Wait!
Everybody just dying. That.
I took away her control, but she still has power.
What does that mean?
She's a conduit.
Sometimes the best thing a flower can do for us is die.
She's using her as a power source. Whoa.
Filavandrel's loot not gift enough for you.
Oh.
Sexy, isn't she?
She has the key as the king's loot.
This is where we part ways, Bard. For good.
Look, I promise to change the public's tune about you. At least allow me to try.
Thank you.
I'm Dara.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
That was just. He just spoke so fast. Dara. Such cool names, man.
That's not how it happened. Where's your newfound respect?
Respect doesn't make history. Bashes and breaks you and brings you to more. Far back on the shelf, high up on the mountain, he's a friend of humanity.
Feeding the tower. Wow, it was amazing. Jenny Kelly. Ah, amazing. Amazing episode. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand how this show works. No one is... It's a harsh world they're living in. And... I like what he said at the end about respect not making history. Because, you know... What's that saying? History is written by the victors. Right? And the elves used to rule over... The elves used to rule over everything, and then they were kicked out. They were destroyed. It reminds me of like Americans taking over Native American land, and then just kind of paving it over, so to speak. And they were writing them as savages, stuff like that. Right? It's very, very. It's definitely some kind of parallel there. The elves were also the ones who taught them how to do stuff, use magic and whatever. And what did the humans do in return? They used that knowledge to destroy them somehow. And then you got this one had somewhat, I don't know, it's like different forms of betrayal happening. You got to see all kinds of different ways of deceit, but they're making the picture very clear that no one can be trusted and everybody's got an ulterior motive. There were many things going on around here. It started with him going on what would appear to be a simple job, but it's never simple with The Witcher. Turns out that the demons stealing from their grain or whatever was actually a creature helping out some kind of creature helping out some of the elves who, technically the land once belonged to, and then so the story changes now. Right? To the human, it was just someone stealing from their land. But in a way, it was this guy stealing from land that technically belonged to the elves originally, and they would starve without it. And suddenly, the story's changed, and there's more sympathy now. And you don't know, it's his land, it's their land. What are you gonna do? Lesser evils and all that. And the witch was always kind of caught in between. And the whole witch thing, man. So we got a glimpse into how witches work. Is Stregobor? I guess Stregobor's gonna be part of this too, though, right? Is the witches separate from the wizards? Stregobor's wizard thing, is that different? He seems like Stregobor seems like somebody who's. He seems like he's above all of that. He seems much stronger somehow. I don't know. But but the witches, they take in a girl with a hunchback and make her into this thing, this witches thing. She oh man, it's harsh. It's a harsh world they're living in. Because she has this desire to become good at something. Because she's been told her whole life that she's worthless. And she will never forget, though, that she was sold for 4 marks. And that's gonna hang on her head for the rest of your life, knowing that was what they thought you were worth. And her parents sold her off and everything. She had nothing to go back to, no one to love, no one to fight for. So she wants to join this witches cult, this witches cult. And it sounds like they also are just servants. They serve other kings and queens and do their bidding as well. Sounds like. Doesn't seem like much of a job. I thought it seemed like the witches did more stuff, but it looks like they're just servants as well. But she's training them and stuff. I don't quite understand all that stuff because it looks like the others had they had a lot more promising abilities, but I think she had the stuff that counted, right? She could teleport and whatnot. I don't know. Seemed like when she absorbed the lightning, that seemed like a stronger power than one of the others. What they were doing with the lightning in the bottle thing. It looks like the queen witch, whatever, seemed like she agreed because she, in the end, she turned them all into eels and put them into the water. Are they electric eels? Is the lightning going to hit the ground, hit the thing, and like light it up or something? I understood it to be a conduit, the same way that she used the flower. They use the same way that they use the flower in order to. That was a great little metaphor. That was a great little way to show how the magic works. By the way, I can move magic, but there's a price to pay for controlling the chaos or whatever. I manipulate this rock, or by speaking the outer tongue. But to do it, I gotta drain the life force of a living thing. That's cool. I understand that. That makes a lot of sense. For magic, that makes perfect sense to me. The price you pay for it, the ability to do something. So, am I to understand the tower itself draws magic from living creatures? I guess she sees potential in the hunchback girl more than anybody else. What was the tower called? For Indra. Aretusa. The Hunchback of Aretusa. Yennefer, the Hunchback of Aretusa. She apparently saw much more potential in her and took the others out. That Sabrina had some powers though. But I don't know, I guess she favored an emotional creature. Or maybe she just recognized certain different traits in there that made her, I guess, and now she has his portal knowledge. How to make the damn portals, It's like she was using Chrome and he was using like a torrent browser or something. Like a proxy server or something. Incognito mode. And so he couldn't be traced, and now she knows how to do it too. And so they're using him for knowledge. And then of course, right after that, you find out he's using you for knowledge as well. God damn. There's no love here at all and everything. So that's the world they're living in. They're really, really showing you how they're really striking it out there. How they're hitting you on the head with a silver sword of knowledge, trying to drop it on you, letting you know that that's the world we're living in. Very harsh, very cold to certain people. Not just the deceitful. I mean, not how you put it. There's also this thing about beauty, right? That it's like she was attacked just for being weird looking. So sad. And that she's joining the. I don't know why the need to remind her so much of what she is. You know, I know what she's gonna end up looking like. But she hasn't been promised that as a thing. So I don't know why she wants to join them. But I guess it's because, well, I guess wouldn't you, if you found out you had the power to float things and use lightning, why wouldn't you want to, right? She probably wants to. She was hurt badly, and now she seeks to take that revenge out on the world, I think. But her father was an elf. That's an interesting one. Half elf. Father was a half elf, and she knows that. And they call it the Great Cleansing or something. God damn. These people have an inherent bloodlust, just on the seething under the surface. Citra finds a friend, maybe, in an elf, Dara, but it seems more likely because, she's a human, and all the humans are bad at this point. The only person that you probably could trust would be an elf more than a human. But everybody's got a gender, right? So I'm not trusting that exactly either. That's why I can see why she wants him to find the Witcher, because he really is the only person you probably will end up trusting in the end. You know that he's gonna do you right, I think. Yeah, the Witcher's kind of living in a gray area between these parts, I feel. He tries not to take any sides. He's just trying to make his way through the world, but he's not trying to change it too much, but he's also not joining any side. He's trying to stay away from all as much as he can. He's just trying to live. You know why? Because he ain't got a reason to live just yet. He's just trying to live because he ain't got nothing else to fight for just yet. But when she shows up, he probably will. We also found out her parents died in the war, or so she's told. I can't trust anything anybody says anymore. So I don't know. But okay, they died in the war, makes sense. Some kind of war or something like that. But you don't know. You don't know. Okay. The bar was annoying, but he's okay. He's okay. He's not too bad. He's harmless. I think he is not someone who's gonna betray the Witcher. He just wants to sing songs, and he's gonna try and spread a new history of the Witcher by embellishing tales once again. Nobody wants to hear the truth, I guess. There's a lot to be said about this. Respect doesn't make history. I don't know. I would have to sit down and think about it for a bit to come with more elegant praise. I can't really think at the moment. I just watched it. But my main impression from the show is it's really trying to hit you hard in the head with how harsh of a world that they're living in, and how nobody just does anything to help anybody, and you can't trust anybody. And so, you kind of end up doing, the only people, yeah, if you're innocent in this world, you're going to be used by somebody else pretty quickly. It's so sad. You can't trust anyone. Everybody's got a motive. Everyone's doing something to somebody else, and they don't like ugly people. Freaking cruel world. Yep. But Yennefer is going to get the power to do something about it real soon. And the Witcher still just trying to make his way through the world. We found out how the elves work and all that stuff. So sad. A lot of really crazy things going on there. And man, she and Sevilla just watching that lady get killed and running out and then just kind of changing gears real quick. It's you, and then just chasing after him. They're all dead. Everybody you just got to meet all died in this one episode. Who the hell was that? Who attacked them? Nilfgaard? Must have been Nilfgaard. They were refugees, basically. And then they got found and got wiped out. And now she's with an elf who's probably going to use it for something, too. I don't know. There should be at least one good person in this world. Because, I don't know. In this world, in the world they're living in, The Witcher is pretty much the best good you got. He's like a innocent, not innocent, but he's one of the good ones who has the capability of doing bad, and that's how you stay alive in that world. Is you have to have the ability to fight back against anyone, then you can be whoever you want to be, as long as you got some power behind it. Okay, well, that's it for episode 2. Damn, this world is a really cool world, and I am enjoying that. Can't wait for the next episode. Thank you everyone for watching.